Hi, Jason here. Unlike last time, this is a actual serious guide to all heroes. So yeah, let's begin. Let's start with Quincy. So Quincy is your first hero and he's a very basic hero. Like, people say he's bad, but I disagree. Like, think about it. When all the other heroes are discriminating you over your monkey money or your level, Quincy is the only monkey that comes and helps you. So yeah, I like him on that. Quincy has a basic damage type, so there's not much to cover here, and his first ability is increased attack speed. It's somewhat noticeable in the early game, but nearly non-existent in the mid or late game. And when you get him to level 10, you get his second ability, which is Storm of Pharaohs. This is going to kill ceramic clumps, I believe, like this. When I first got into the game, it was pretty embarrassing. I thought Quinlan was a boy, yeah. Quinlan is a pretty fun hero. She is fire-based, and so she can damage all balloon types except for purple. Her first ability is a wall of fire that is really good at cleaning up small balloons, and this ability is really good in races and has camo detection. When you get Quinlan to level 4, she gets this really sweet passive ability called Heated Up. What this ability does is that every few attacks, she is going to burn all the balloons in her radius and also give fire damage and +1 pierce to all monkeys in her radius. Later on, this passive ability is gonna give the monkeys in her radius +1 damage, which is also pretty cool. You get her to level 10, she gets a firestorm, and this is basically a full screen version of the Heated Up. Wait, I haven't showcased the Heated Up yet, so let's do it. Any day now? Yes! Striker is a weird hero. Stats wise, he is absolutely horrible, but his main strengths comes from his supporting capabilities. He does great support to all explosion type damage towers, causing black balloons to be weaker against explosion attacks, and he super buffs 2 towers individually, one being the bomb and the other being the mortar. As you level him up, he's gonna give pierce, range, explosion, attack speed to bombs and mortars, and his level 10 ability is honestly really cool. It will cancel out the cooldowns of your bomb and mortar tower abilities, that being the Moab Assassin ability, Moab Eliminator ability, the Bomb Blitz ability, as people might forget, and also the Artillery Battery and Pop and All abilities. As he gets Striker to level 20, along with his ability cooldown cancellation, he is also going to grant bomb towers and mortar towers extra damage for 10 seconds. The Spirits of RNG Awaken. So this is Oben. Oben is our first and last free hero. All the rest of the heroes you need monkey money to buy. Stats wise, Oben is actually not half bad. Initially he gets 2 damage instead of 1. But his main weakness comes from his abilities, which are heavily dependent on RNG. His level 3 ability is Brambos, and if he is attacking balloons, he will place the Brambos on top of a balloon. But if he is not, he's going to place it wherever, and this really sucks on a lot of multi-lane maps such as Muddy Puddles and Bloody Puddles. His level 4 is a passive Nature's Warden Totem ability, which will make a totem that is also randomly generated and slows balloons. His level 10 ability is Wall of Trees. Just like Brambos, the Wall of Trees are random unless your Oben is attacking, so also kinda sucks. What the Wall of Trees does is that it will suck up balloons, and when it reaches its full capacity, it is going to pop and give double cash. Oben also does some support. Level 10 and below, he is only going to buff the Druid Monkey because, nature and stuff. But at level 11, he is going to buff all magic monkeys, that is, all the purple monkeys that are not Druid. And then at level 18, Oben is going to allow bottom path Druids to start with a certain amount of wrath, being very good paired with the bottom path Druid strategy. Okay, now on to the paid heroes. Ninja Kiwi said that Sai is not a boy or a girl, but that's kinda sad. People refer to Sai as they, but I'm not a native English speaker, so I'm gonna refer to Sai as it. What Sai does is insta-killing. From a red balloon to all the way up to a rainbow balloon, Sai is going to kill with 1 shot. As it levels up, it is going to start killing more types of balloons, including leads, ceramics. Way up to level 13, it is going to start killing purples. To level 14, it will kill Moabs. To level 16, it's going to start killing BFBs. Psy's first ability is a stun that gets better as Psy levels up, and its second ability is a full screen ability that is going to send some of those balloons on the screen backwards and is gonna insta-kill some. At level 20, Psy becomes ultra powerful with the ability to insta-kill Oh My Gods and DDTs. And the level 10 ability is going to straight up insta-kill all the balloons on the screen without sending balloons backwards. It's just gonna kill everything, which is just so satisfying. I'm gonna do this. Fortified OMGs, come out. Fortified BFBs, you can see, come out, and boom, gonzo. Churchill. Stats wise, Churchill is your best hero, no question about it, but Churchill does cost 2,000 money to deploy, so I guess it's not all that good. Churchill's level 3 ability is going to allow the explosive dank to affect black balloons, and yeah, also increases his attack speed. At level 5, Churchill gets a fast firing machine gun along with his tank, and this is when Churchill gets really powerful. He is going to just mow down basically everything. At level 10, Churchill gets a mob barrage ability that is going to barrage down Moabs all the way up to BFBs, just boom. Really good ability, but has a decent downtime. At level 20, the Moab barrage does serious damage, and yeah, Churchill himself is also gonna do serious damage. Churchill is just straight up power. Hackerman Benjamin. Benjamin is the only hero based around farming, and he does a great job of doing it. He costs less than a farm and makes way more money than a basic farm. So Benjamin is like a merchantman where he pulls in a set amount of money each round, but that's not where he makes most of his money. His main income comes from his level 4, which is skimming, and it will make $1 per balloon spawn, and if you think about it, that's a lot. He also has a very neat bank hack, which will make banks make more money. This is a kids monkey game. I don't know why Ninja Kiwi is trying to get us into like hacking banks, but still. Now for his abilities. Benjamin's first ability is called Biohack, and it is going to make your monkeys surrounding him, up to 5 monkeys, deal more damage, but the monkeys are going to kind of disconnect a few seconds later. His level 7 has a passive ability which is called Children, which is going to affect balloons, causing them to spawn no children balloons when popped. So if we get a quick mob limb and boom, no ceramics. This ability kind of loses you money though, so yeah. His level 10 ability is going to downgrade all new balloons that spawn and making them give double cash. You can see that Moab turned into a ceramic, but it's not going to affect DDTs, Oh My Gods, and bad balloons. At level 20, his ability is going to last 2 times as long and also give triple cash instead of double cash. So how should I put this? Azili is not one of the better heroes in this game. So Azili's main strength is that she can pop camos and leads straight on, making her kinda okay for ABR, but otherwise she's kinda bad. Azili's first ability is utter garbage. It is a regrow blocker that blocks regrow balloons and hurts your ears, and I just don't see reason in having that. Azili's level 7 is also ability, and it's a totem that will take away 10 lives but super buffs all monkeys in its radius. It's a okay ability, but it does nothing in Impalpable and Chimps, so yeah. Her level 10 is Moab Hex. So Moab Hex is not a bad ability, but is a really hard to use ability. So what you want to do with Moab Hex is you want to time it so it hits a blimp that is about to pop, and it's going to insta-kill the blimp and not spawning any insides, and it's gonna pass on to the second blimp. So that's how to use the Moab hacks, but it's just really hard to optimize and use, and it's for pros, and I'm not a pro. At level 20 though, Azili's Moab hacks is actually going to affect bad balloons, which I guess is Azili's main strength, but Azili is not gonna reach level 20 in like 1 to 100, so she's for free play, I guess, but no one plays free play. No questions asked, Pat is my favorite hero. He's a special big monkey that can be placed both on land and on water, and it's just really cool. Pat is more of a support hero than a damage hero. Like he doesn't do that much damage, but all of his attacks do support. He can knock balloons. Wait, I just sold him. I'm smart. So he can knock balloons backwards, he can stun balloons in place, and yeah, really good at supporting. You can see he just stunned all those ceramics, and here's a Moab. Boop, boop, boom. Yeah, Pat is so OP, so awesome. Pat's main strengths, I guess, comes from his first ability, the Rallying Roar. This ability is going to give all the monkeys nearby Pat +1 damage, and it's great paired with towers such as a Tack Zone or a Balloon Jitsu. You know, Pat Zone is one of the most known combos in this game. At level 14, Rallying Roar is going to give +3 damage rather than +1 damage, and is going to have even longer duration. Really good. So sadly, Pat's second ability is actually not that good. It's called the Big Squeeze, and it's going to make Pat clutch a Moab class balloon and squeeze it down, taking away the Moab class shell. The main weakness of this ability is that while you're squeezing the blimp, you're taking away Pat's base attack damage. Just like Churchill, Adora is another damage based hero, but unlike Churchill, Adora is kinda trash. I'm sorry SJB, but she is. So yeah, Adora's first ability is a increased range, attack speed, and pierce. Kinda makes her better, but still, kinda not. So at level 7, Adora gains a special ability called Sacrifice, and I went to level 8 because I'm gonna dot. What this thing does is it's gonna kill a monkey. No! So you can see, I sacrificed the bomb blitz, and the Adora got popped straight up to level 14, and she also got some bonus attack speed and range for a few seconds. Doing this sacrifice is going to yield 3 times more levels than buying the levels straight up with your money. So yeah, I guess that's the thing. Adora's level 10 is called Ball of Light, and it's going to create this ball of light that does damage and stuff to balloons for a short radius. And if you get Adora's level 20, the ball of light gets really overpowered, but it disappeared. So like, let's do another ball of light. I repeat, as you get Adora the ball of light to level 20, it's going to get really overpowered. But even so, Adora is not the best hero. So yeah, on to the next one. Brico is kind of like Churchill when she has this explosive damage and a secondary attack single target damage, and that is her sea mines and her pistol. Her pistol is kinda there, but it's nothing to marvel about, but the main thing is the sea mines. Sea mines are like long life spikes. They can build up on the easier rounds, and they can just unleash on the harder rounds, making them really powerful. The level 10 ability. Now this is when I think Brico starts to get crazy. Say hello to the Megamind. The Megamind does grouped damage and triggers on Moabs, and at level 10, the Megamind is going to do 4,000 damage. That's like a Moab eliminator, but grouped. It literally one-shots grouped OMGs. And believe it or not, on level 20, it's going to be increased to like 12,000. Literally just straight up two-shotting a bad balloon. Of course, Brico is not all powerful. Her main drawback, of course, is that Brico can only be placed on water, making her not that good, not possible to use on most maps. Her Megamind also has a main drawback in this, that most maps don't have water in the beginning of the map where mobs come out, so yeah, it's not gonna work on most maps. But on the maps that Brico does work on, Brico is literally insane. Initially, Etienne is just a 000 flying dart monkey that costs $800. Not that good. But as he levels up, he becomes insane. His level 3 ability is kind of like Quincy's level 3 when it does give extra popping power, but not that much. It's kind of non-existent in the mid or late game. But wait, when Etienne gets to level 8, he becomes a literal god. You see, at level 8, he gets this big plane that... But wait, once Etienne gets to level 8, he becomes a literal god. At level 8, he summons this big plane in the sky, and it's going to give all the freaking towers in the map camo detection. That's right. That's just how powerful this guy is. At level 10, Etienne is going to make the UAV come down into a UCAV and make it do damage. And damage on it is not half bad. And at level 20, this guy becomes permanent. Yeah. Etienne, good hero. And Soda. Soda pops balloons. And she does it really well. But do keep in mind, Soda is a melee monkey, so she's not gonna work on some maps. Soda's first ability is Leaping Sword. It's going to do, I believe, 10 balloon damage and 100 mob damage, and it's gonna leave behind some swords that damages balloons passing by. Really good ability for both early and mid game. At level 9, Soda gets the Balloon Bleed, and this is a DOT effect on balloons. You can see all these slice marks on balloons, and they are getting a damage over time. At level 10, Soda gets her best ability yet, the Sword Charge. So what the Sword Charge does is it makes Soda charge along the entire map and just damages all the balloons along the way. Doesn't do that much mob damage, to be real, but does great work at cleaning up massive balloon rounds such as 76 and 63. Soda has a ton of perks too. Soda is going to do way more damage than she normally does to sun balloons, slow balloons, frozen balloons, and also balloons that are taking damage over time from other monkeys. So pair her up with a good tower such as Super Brittle or a Balloon Impact, and Soda becomes even better. Okay, I think it's tier list time. First we have Quincy. Quincy in C tier, he's not the worst, but he's not really good. He's almost non-existent in the late game. Gwendolyn gets A. I really like her. She does good support and good damage. Her level 3 is pretty good. Striker gets C. Even though Striker is really good with bombs and mortars, alone he is basically nothing. I guess Oben also gets a C tier. Even though Oben is a okay tower, his abilities just don't make the cut. Churchill gets a B tier. His one weakness is of course his price, but other than that he is really powerful, and I also really like tanks. Benjamin is definitely S tier. Why? Well, answer one word: Bloonarius. Azili gets D tier. I did not make it F tier because there are no bad heroes in this game, but I just don't like Azili personally. Pat Fusty gets an A tier. He is my favorite hero even though he is not the best. Adora gets C tier because Adora. Brico gets A tier. I really like Brico. Brico does almost everything, really good hero. You know what, Adora got a buff this update, so maybe B tier. Also, I want my tier list to look symmetrical, so yeah. Etienne definitely S tier because of chimps and everything. I just really like his drones, he looks really cool, and also I like Etienne's skin. Because Admiral Brico cannot work on most maps, I'll bump her down to B. Sai gets an A tier because it's actually pretty good. Even though you can't get level 20, it's actually pretty good. I would put Sora in S tier, but she got a nerf, so down to A tier you go. And I think that's it. Jason out.